think I
Look,
get what you're
CKS wants
saying.
to play through the bot lane.
Play through the bot lane, yeah.
Right. Whereas you look at TSA and they have the ability to do top side or bot side. And
Mhm.
when I mean top side of the map or bot side of it.
Right.
The problem, I mean, you have a Sivir Nami, you kind of want to go bot side, but you have
Oh, yeah.
Mordekaiser and a Maokai. I kind of
That
want to go top side. You know what I
No,
mean? So
yeah, I mean, I could see Kane going up there because this is looking like, based off what I'm seeing from the draft from CKS, it's definitely a red Kane game once again. It's just you just want to try to survive, and obviously that's going to have to force CKS into building heal cut potentially for just him, and a little bit of the Kale healing and the Nami healing, and to cut through some of the healing that the Mordekaiser is going to have. So this is going to be a pretty beefy team. They can't let the Kale run away too hard with the lead, and otherwise the game will just be completely out of control for Coach Kev sucks. I like the team name, by the way, so well done on that one. But
Coach
it'll
Kev
just get too out of
sucks.
control if they let TSA like kind of run away and like scale into the game, because that's the game plan here. Scale. They want to scale obviously because Kale is going to be useless until level 11. We all know that. But
Right.
like some real good Kale players can hit that level 11 mark by like 12 between like 12 and 15 minutes if they get the time to be able to do that. So will they be able to do that? We don't know. We'll have to definitely find out.
Yeah, 100%. I So as much as you're like as much as the Kane and the Kale and the more like as much as TSA's
Hmm.
like kind of drafted this team around the ability to decide who they want to get ahead, CKS did a really good job and kind of um, negating TSA's ability to play through the jungle with the Diana, with the Maokai, with the Lulu, even with the Varus. Like they have really good hard CC.
Hmm.
And no, I wouldn't say hard CC because Lulu hard CC, Maokai hard CC.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have really good hard CC through the support top lane, and I would even say Diana's ult. I would say that's hard CC.
It's
Um,
pretty good, cause especially because it's a pull. Not a pullback. I always said pullback. God bless English is hard.
a
I know what I'm
um,
trying to say, and my hand is
a
showing what I'm
drag.
doing, but
It's a
whatever.
drag.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It drags the other team back into you.
All right. Either way, uh, so we'll get to the point where we load onto the Rift here in a little while. But one thing I wanna ask you real quick is
So,
we like to you and I really like to talk about objective control, and like
right.
where do you think like the early objective control is going to go?
Honestly, I think CKS is going to have the early advantage on objective control. Um, Through the Rek'Sai Diana
Hmm.
being able to control the mid lane very well. I think Diana can get prio overkill quick better, especially in early game.
Right.
Rek'Sai just is better at controlling objectives than Kane can.
Oh yeah.
Kane can phase shift through the wall. Yeah, that's true. But Rek'Sai burrows under the walls, and he can
Yeah.
just take those burrows whenever he feels like. So I feel like CKS is going to have really good objective control, and they might want to get it early too. They could, and they can get it early. Even Varus, Varus might not have bot lane pride. But with that
Right.
being said, I think CKS will have the advantage when it comes to objective control. With that being said, we're going to send it to a quick little break while we get situated, and we will see you back when we get on the Rift. All right, welcome to Summoner's Rift. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves at the beginning of the stream, so let's do that real quick, real fast, before the action starts. I am going to be your play-by-play caster for tonight, Hyper, and I'm joined by my partner, Freak. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone again. Freak for short, or DBZ Freak, but probably because copyright rules, I probably shouldn't say that because
Fine.
Whatever. All right,
Copyright,
so
whatever.
we're coming into game one here on the Rift. About a minute in, looks like we had a little bit of a 5-point start here for a hot second, just to make sure anything was there. Almost was a ward dropped on the TSA red side, but I think that the presence there kind of called them to bow it out, which is good for them. It looks like we're getting standard starts. Kane is going to do the classic Raptors start. Rek'Sai is going to get a leash from the bot lane, so a little bit of a tempo advantage here for the Kane as he goes. The classic, because he's really good at clearing multi monster camps with his oh my goodness, I blinked with his ability is called. I think it's his W, but
It's the Q. It's the Q.
Is
The
it
Q is
Q?
the dash. It's the hold on.
Oh snap, you're right. Yep, it's
Reaping
definitely
slash.
okay. We're reaping slash.
Yeah,
See,
the W is the knock up, the E is the base shift.
learn
We were talking about
abilities, kids.
yes. Just click on the champion and you can read the ability.
Yeah, indeed.
Looks like CKS is gonna actually get the level 2 here. They might get the level 2. I'm not quite sure. Sivir does do a really good job in getting level 2s first.
I think if she hit the wave with her Q there, she would have hit 2 first. They're actually going to get 2 of themselves here in a moment. Yep. And the tick over 2.
Oh,
and the
there
fight
it is,
starts.
level 2, and Sivir has to pop the heal, and then exhaust coming out from the Nami. She lands the bubble, but the Lulu gets the first blood. TKS
Right,
on the board with that level 2 power spike.
I gotta admit, Lulu was walking up the second they hit 2, and Kane is.
I'm
We
gonna
gotta
pause
fight
you
in the
right
river.
there because both junglers are fighting in the river and the top laners are fighting in the top lane. Kane's taking very low. Rek'Sai is getting a lot of damage out. He has to flash over the wall, and my camera just shifted over. That fight is going to just dissolve here for the meantime. Pun intended. No pun intended. Has to back off. That was a terrible one. That was a terrible one. I'll have a better one later in the stream. But you were talking about the play in the bot lane.
Yeah, it's just right when that play started, the Lulu started walking up like when the last minion to take over to 2 had like maybe 3 health left. Like Lulu was like committed to that play before it even started. She goes in, she walks up. They don't even really burn any summoners out of them except the ghost, but that'll be up in the next few minutes, so it doesn't really matter. But the exhaust and the heal coming out of the Sivir Nami, I think gives them pretty much an advantage in the bot lane. And Lulu, picking up the first blood means, that machine gun Lulu build can start. I'm kidding. Please don't do that.
I mean, it is kind of interesting looking at her item. She gets the cloth armor with the ruby crystal. Ooh, Diana getting a really good chunk of electrocute damage right there.
Does she die for this?
She might die for this. Kale is very weak.
Oh my goodness!
Mana, and she drops the ignite and burns the flash off the Kale. Gets the tower dive, takes a shot or two, and just walks away.
You just look away for 1 second, and then suddenly the Kale was gone. Goodness gracious, that was like such a quick thinking play from Fat and Sweaty in the mid lane.
Dude, Fat and Sweaty needs a towel on how sweaty he got with that.
Honestly, that was pretty sweaty. Looks like we got Rek'Sai coming into the top side here. Does she commit for it?
I don't think she's gonna.
TP's coming, so they might.
Ooh, okay. We'll come back to the top lane later. Oh, Rek'Sai is gonna commit for this.
Oh, yep, there it is.
There it is. The Mordekaiser's gonna pull the Rek'Sai back. He's gonna go airborne. He's gonna try to do as much solo single target damage as he can, popping the shield, trying to chase down the jungler. Not important. He had a flash for it, but here comes Fat and Sweaty up from the top of the river and it's going to save the jungler. Maokai jumping on the Mordekaiser. You can't win into a 3v1. 3 kills over to CKS. 5 minutes into the game.
That got a little dicey there for a second. I mean, I actually thought there was a moment where the Rek'Sai would die, but Mordekaiser didn't have enough damage. It's just kind of unlucky, especially because he burned that flash and just wasn't able to land the final blow for that kill. And then Fat and Sweaty getting that kill means it just accelerates the lead that he already had. So 5 minutes in, they're about 1.2k gold up.
by the jungler, but here comes not important. Gonna slow up the Kayn. Kayn has to back out. Junglers not able to get a gank off. Both of them are in the air.
Okay.
With this Diana accelerated like this, it kind of brings what we were talking about before the game started as far as objective control. Rek'Sai over into the Raptor pits, and Kayn just gets annihilated. Fat and Sweaty picking up another kill.
I think we did go over the jungle pressure, the jungle mid pressure that the CKAs would give, and they're doing it. They're definitely in the process of doing it.
Oh my gosh, Diana is just getting so much damage onto this Kale. I mean, and that's kind of what we expected. We kind of expected Diana to just bully this Kale in these early levels because Kale can't do anything. Yeah, granted they're both melee champs, but Kale really excels when she starts getting those, you know, long-range autos out.
And like, there's still like maybe 15 minutes until Kale's gonna start doing that, so it's gonna be a while before Kale can even like attempt to stand up to Diana.
Ooh, Kayn is about to get pincered right here. Flash over the top of the wall, gets knocked up, has to use his Q just to get on the other side of that wall. But here comes Diana with the ult, but the Kale is gonna save the Kayn for now. But the Diana cleans him up. The Kale goes golden. The swords come from the heavens. But the Kayn still goes to the fountain.
Fat no, but Sweaty, you goddamn right he is. Like, this dude's killing it right now. I haven't seen a Diana this disgusting in quite a while. I mean, it doesn't help. I barely play League of Legends now, and I mainly play Valorant, but don't hate me. It's just
wrong Riot game.
wrong Riot game. Just this Diana pick is proving to be very useful. You know, getting that early kill in the mid lane, followed by 3 more over the course of the past like 3 minutes.
I mean, and when we were watching this draft live, I made the comment: the Diana comes in, you're like, oh, there we get a jungler. I was like, nah, that's the mid laner, and I said that for the reason that this mid laner, Fat and Sweaty, plays a lot of Diana, and yet
I must have missed that.
And yet TSA used. That was a huge.
That was a lot of damage.
Huge Varus arrow. What was that damage?
And that's with only a longsword, by the way. Just to wait till later.
Oh my gosh. Okay, since we're looking at the Varus, and I've seen that on-hit AP build, would it be good into this comp?
Diana's all the AP damage they need, apparently, with her finishing a rocket belt 8 minutes into the game. She's the first one to have a mythic pre-10 minutes.
I just saw that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kayn getting a little greedy with that invade. Not sure if he picked up that red buff. He's going to get slowed up by the Chilling Smite. And here comes Kale, just to provide a little bit of extra peel. But the Diana ults her back into her face, and she 1v1s the Kale, cleaning her up nice and easy. TKS gets Dragon Prio. And the dragon off that.
I mean, Diana's just too far ahead at this point in the game. I don't know. There's no way you're gonna be able to stop her. She's gonna get another tower plate here, so that's 3 tower plates down in the mid lane alone. I don't know what Kane's gonna try here.
Kayn is going to try and run away. He has to flash away, but all of the slows coming up from CKS made that really difficult to do.
All right. May I ask you a question? Are you ready?
Okay. I have a feeling I know the answer. Varus is getting a lot of damage onto the Nami, but the Sivir is very low on health. Varus changes his target selection onto the Sivir. Sivir has to flash. He has to heal, and the Nami hits a bubble. Here comes the Rek'Sai. Maybe looking for a tower dive, but Kale is over the top of the wall. Maokai in the top lane is going to root up the Mordekaiser. They are duking it out. Everybody's just going for cheeky tip damage here. Really unlucky for Varus right there. That looked like a double kill.
I thought so too, but they both
had one more item. Maybe just like another longsword. I think he maybe cleans the double kill because they were pretty low health.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Ooh, under the tower.
Ooh, very nice knockback by the Maokai though.
We have Diana roaming up from the mid lane. She's working her way there, but I think this is spotted out just like way in advance. I also just realized it's 10 minutes and there's one plate left on the mid lane tower. That tower is going to be gone probably in the next minute or two, unless they just focus the Rift Herald here for CKS.
Since you're going to bring that up, it's 10 minutes in the game, and Diana is the only one with shutdown gold, and it's 500 gold.
Yeah. No one else is anywhere near finishing a mythic yet. Granted, Rocket Belt is one of the more cheaper ones, but that's not the point.
I'm also going to hit you with this one. Diana has 99% kill participation in the game. Not even on for her team, just in the game. That's so. As much as we're talking about this Diana popping off, that's not good.
No, it's actually not. But it looks like TSA is going to try to get the Rift out of here.
TSA
I think
might
this is
try to
spotted out.
yeah, they're gonna be able to see the Kane right there. He's gonna get knocked up. Diana's gonna dive in and just take the Kane off the face of the Rift. Oh my goodness! What was that?
Oh
damage?
my god! He was there and then he wasn't.
Oh, who's that? Who's that LEC caster? That's a lot of damage.
This is quite a few people did, but I think it was Freak that did it first.
Yeah,
but we can talk about
I think it was Freak that did it first.
We can talk about the GOAT, Phil Swift, Mr. Flex Seal, Flex Taper, Flex whatever you use.
Nami, over here in this mid lane roam.
What is she doing? But
she's trying to save the Kale. Like that's all you can do right now. Like send another member because Kale can't do anything into this Diana.
No,
now that I'm thinking about it, the team can't do anything into this Diana.
At this point, no. There's no way. Kale's too far behind. Like even though like they're pretty close in CS, it doesn't matter to the extra like 1,800 gold potentially going in the way of Diana.
But with that being said, oh, here comes Rek'Sai behind the bot lane turret. Nami has to drop the ultimate just to knock her up. Here comes Rek'Sai out of the ground onto the Sivir. Sivir gets taken very low. The Rocket Belt claims her in the end. And Varus picks one up on the back end. TP even for the Mordekaiser gets a lot of damage off that Q. But he's looking at a 4v4. Tower is still up. He's going to retreat behind it. But they can easily tower dive here if they wanted to.
Oh no.
It's a little bit of isolation damage right there. Varus is just targeting the turret at this point. Get the turret out of there. Jump onto the Mordekaiser. Put the Rek'Sai and the Diana. They take out the jungler instead. The bot lane is on top of the Mordekaiser now. He can play more. His pass is still going. He ults the Lulu. The Lulu cannot survive in this realm. Here she pops her ultimate, giving her a little bit of extra time. She stalled just in the nick of time. She's still alive. Mordekaiser's still fighting more. Polymorph. Rek'Sai knock up, and he goes down.
Oh, the polymorph, the last second polymorph that actually 100% saved her life there. Oh my god, that was really good. And we're back on this discussion of Diana is 8-0 at 12 minutes, and she's probably going to be rapidly going towards her Nashor's Tooth if that's the second item she's going for.
All right, you were going to ask me a question earlier, and I have a feeling I knew what the answer was. When does at what time does CKS win this first game?
Oh, that actually wasn't the question I was going to ask. I was going to say, is Diana going to get a pentakill this game?
Oh, I don't think she's going to get a pentakill. And I'm going to say that for the mere fact that Diana's actually not playing greedy.
That's fair.
She's being proactive. It's more proactive play than greedy play.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. And that's actually the one thing I admire about like the way Fat and Sweaty is playing. Man, we could make a whole segment this game purely just off of Fat and Sweaty. Imagine that. But anyways, like the way that they are playing right now is it's just they're playing for the team. And I think I mentioned that when we were doing a little bit of like scouting when I said CKS plays for each other.
Right.
And so far
you don't pick
true.
Varus if you're not going to play for the team.
Exactly.
I'm a utility carry and I can't stand Varus, and that's saying something.
See, that's why you play Jhin, because he's the best champion in the game.
I do play Jhin.
I do like me some Jhin.
If I'm gonna play utility carry, I'm gonna prio Jhin and Ashe over Varus any day of the week. But we have a fight here in the river. Polymorph and Kane just has to ult onto not important just to survive, but his health bar is not important, taken very low. Bubble of Nami is going to land, but Dirty Band-Aid is chasing down the Sivir. Sivir is getting slowed up by the Lulu, and she is going to be able to walk out of that. Sivir getting a lot of movement speed off that ultimate that she didn't even pop. What did she use to get out of there? Was it the Nami?
I think so, but she didn't ult.
Yeah, I just saw that her ult was up. That's why I was like, okay, wait, she actually didn't ult.
Wow, good for her. I mean, that's pretty good finger discipline. Probably relied on the heal and the flash.
You know what? It was probably the heal and the Nami speed up.
Yeah.
Did have to flash though.
Okay. So we calmed down from a little of that. I would just like to point out that TSA is now on the board. They got their first kill.
Yes, they did. Kane trying to sneak that Drake, but Dirty Band-Aid is just going to walk him backward.
Oh, no.
And a Rocket Belt in, looking for something, finding nothing but an empty jungle, turning to the dragon.
See, now, any other Diana would have kept going, but that's how you know this is a team game.
Well, also, Any Diana with rocket belt still up would have kept going.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah, she had burned her. She had burned the rocket belt to close that gap and then found nothing. You are correct though. TSA is on the board. Sivir on the board with 100% kill participation. Let's go.
It's just, unfortunately, the bad news is that she's still at least 150 CS away from being viable. It's just, that's the problem with this scaling comp that they drafted here. Because the other team, CKS, I forgot team names because I'm just so flabbergasted at how intensely. Like, Diana's on 2 items in 16 minutes.
Yeah, 8-0. Let's point that out.
Can we change the name of the team to like Fat and Sweaty and Company or Fat, Sweaty and the Boys or something? Just that's how this game really feels right now at the moment.
Fat and Sweaty with the Boys. I like that one.
Fat and Sweaty with the Boys. I like that.
I like that one. Oh, the nice root coming out from the Varus, jumping on top of that Nami. Nami not gonna be able to survive. Rek'Sai jumps right into her face. Send that fish to the watery grave. And now CKS is looking topside. Kane and Mordekaiser looking like a juicy addition to the scoreboard. Ooh, there's going to be able to spot Kane out with that little Rek'Sai passive. But here comes Diana on the backside of Kale. Kale knowing what's coming. She's just trying to auto the wave. Diana ults her face and takes her off the rift. Diana, 9-0.
Yowza. Just the rocket belt, the shadow flame,
the dash,
the pen boots,
ult,
I mean.
Everything about that. Just, Kale, you don't live there.
I mean, I guess just screw the Dasher's Tooth, right? Just at this point, just go Death Cap. You're so far ahead, it doesn't even matter.
That's the only thing you can do. The jungler's trading a little bit here in this red side. Chilling spot coming out from Rek'Sai. Kane having to pop his Gorge Ringer just to survive. And then here comes the ultimate to get out of the damage. But Dirty Band-Aid cleans him up. Now they're looking onto the Mordekaiser. He is rooted up by the Maokai. Dirty Band-Aid and Rek'Sai trying to get around this Baron Pit. The nice pullback just to drag him away. He walks away clean. And Diana takes a tower on the bot side.
Goodness gracious. I mean, they're just absurdly ahead. This Rift Herald is going to be free. They're up almost 10k gold at 17 minutes. And I know we shouldn't do this yet, but like, at this point, like, this game is kind of completely out of reach for TSA at the moment. So you kind of wonder, do you kind of already sit back and start thinking about game 2, or like,
like I said, all of the gold, and I mean, like, let's
all of it.
I'm gonna check real quick. The next closest person on CKS's team in gold standards is Varus, and he's 3k 5. The Diana's got 10k. Okay, that's a third of their team's gold. Okay?
Yeah.
You kill Diana in any team fight, TSA wins the team fight. If she goes down in any team fight, TSA will win that team fight. Because she is their team at the moment, and that's
she is building lasagnas.
That's what I don't like when teams they accelerate one player, because then they put all of they put the win on that player's back. As soon as the other team stops them, they can't do anything. But a 1v1 is not the way you stop the Diana. Their Kane, even if you are Red Kane, you do not heal that much when Diana is dishing out that much damage.
I do gotta say, I'm surprised though that they gave the kill over, so there's that. I thought Diana would kind of just stack on the deeps.
Well, like I said, really nice 2v2 here into the mid lane. Var is getting the Lulu wall, jumping onto the Sivir.
He missed the
trying to get
Q.
away. And he gets the bubble. Sivir is going to be able to walk out of that one. Mordekaiser and Diana are going to be able to 1v1 in the Death Realm. Rek'Sai is here. Diana has to flash. Mordekaiser following with the flash. Death Realm almost up. Isolated damage really big. Coming out from the Rek'Sai. Mordekaiser is trying to ignore him. He's trying to look at Diana. And here comes the Rek'Sai out of the ground. The Mordekaiser falls. And the bot lane of CKS is hitting this mid turret. Kale and Kane are into a pincer move. Rek'Sai is over the backside. Flash knockup from the Kane. They take out the Lulu. They take out the Varus. Kale has a double kill. Now they're looking at the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is going to be able to burrow out of that one and get out of that alive. Diana did reset, and that's why they were able to win that fight.
Winnable?
Like I said, Diana's not in the fight, you win the fight. If it's a 4v4, Diana's not there, you win.
You know, we'll take that. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, as long as TSA keeps their keeps their heads level, just keep the
They just
strong
keep their
mental.
All they gotta
Yeah.
do is keep their mental. Not important. Hanging over the back of this dragon pit. I don't know if you'll
No,
be
he
able to
doesn't
get
get
this steal. There are
No.
4 members here. And look at that
Okay.
objective bounty.
That's a good start.
TSA has got their claws, and they are starting to drag themselves out of the pit.
Okay, so Sivir,
They have
go to
closed-
a lane.
they have closed
Here's
the
what
gap.
has to happen. Here's what has to happen. Sivir has to go to a lane and farm, get some of that gold back. That that actually she's ahead of the Varus in levels, which is very interesting. Finish that item.
She's been taking that solo XP in the bot lane. That's why.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Oh, Mordekaiser's dead.
Fan Sweaty and Chubby on top of the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser going to have to ult the Maokai just to get out of there. Maokai ult in the death round. He is stalling for time. 2 other members of CKS are here just to clean up the Mordekaiser, and they might be turning to Baron now.
I think so. I mean, 21 minutes, and they're so far ahead. I think. Oh wait, they're pinging it, so they should be going for it. Okay, I was about to say.
Pinging it. I was about to say, you take the Mordekaiser out, you hit the Baron, because Mordekaiser takes your jungler out when Kane steals the Baron and stalls the game. So yeah, you take Baron now. It's a 4v5.
This should be a free Baron for them. I don't really see.
But they're taking it very slow for some reason. Nami bubble just to get a little bit of extra vision. Kale is going to be able to root the Diana over the top of the wall. She takes out the Kane, and just huge Varus damage onto the Nami. And unstoppable from the Rek'Sai. Kale having to go golden. Swords from the heavens. Gets a little bit of extra damage onto the Rek'Sai. Sivir has to get out of there. She's ticking down from Ignite. And barely survives.
Very good stopwatch from the Rek'Sai there, but I mean,
dude, that stopwatch was huge.
They ping the Baron, they get the Baron. There's not really much you can say. They're so far ahead. Right now, they're 11k gold up at 22 minutes. This is gonna guaranteed inhibitor, unless they decide to. They don't have a wave, so they're not gonna go for more, right? I didn't think so. Okay, back off, maybe.
I mean, go get that bot lane and bring it up.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to reset.
Right.
But like, just go get the bot lane and bring it up.
No,
We're gonna set up. Kane's gonna be able to catch out the Lulu. Gonna stop that back.
Bubble.
Nami does hit that knockup, but Diana jumps up to the Nami and obliterates her. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that was the
Oh my goodness! And the fight is not done. A 3-man knockup from the Kane just to get out of there and live. It is a 5v4, and CKS is walking it down mid with Maokai in the top lane. 4v4, shall I say.
Well, if you heard me, but I had to get up and I had to get up and walk around my room. That was, whoo!
Dude!
That was gross!
What was that damage? I want to see that death chart. Like, I want to be the Nami just so I can hit the button, just so I can see how long that fight took. Like, how fast did I get popped? Like, that's what I want to know.
It was insane!
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
That's the...
Alright, moving swiftly on.
I do have to say, though.
Yo, that is... Diana is 6 levels up on the Nami. That's why she popped her.
And we also have a little statistic that apparently is now broken, because whenever you and I cast, the mid laners get absurdly ahead, they always buy a Magi's. Diana has not bought a Magi's.
She don't need it.
Nope.
She doesn't need it.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. 13.
It would just be pure BM to have it at this point.
Yeah, no kidding. Moving on, TSA has got to stop the bleeding. I don't know I don't know how they're gonna do it. It is not that right there. Kane does not need to be taking fights alone. Nami ult coming out just to stall for time. Top laners are duking it out in the top lane. Mordekaiser is taken down very low. Fight on the other side of the map has de-escalated, and now Maokai and Mordekaiser are the only ones fighting on the rift. Mordekaiser has to back out. Maokai is doing a ton of damage to him right now. And now CKS is going to siege this bot. Oh, they are 4-1-ing.
Oh, yeah, they are 4-1-ing it. But I just also realized the Mordekaiser build, I'm not exactly a fan of the Sunfire and the Mordekaiser.
He's fine. I think that's why. Just go tank at that point, no?
And I guess, but I just feel like, oh my goodness gracious, the spell shield was
really
massive.
Good spell shield by the Sivir, not dying there, saving her from that Diana ultimate. And Varus just in a Mexican standoff with Kale, and he wins. It is now 1-0. TSA have lost to Kale. 5v4. Bubble coming out from the Nami. Varus is throwing Qs. Kane trying to get a knockup. Not important with that Guardian Angel. I would say you go off his trigger. You let him pull the trigger.
I
He's
really
got the
want this
Guardian.
game.
He's got the Guardian Angel. He can afford to die.
Oh yeah, I really want this game to go long enough so when Diana can release the death cap, and I just want her to just absolutely destroy someone. I know it's not going to happen, especially with them opening up maybe this third inhibitor here, and then if they
But
do just
potentially
kill
opening up the third
Dragon,
inhibitor. Kale is here to make it a 5v5 again. And I do have to
okay,
say, Kale is level 13.
it's
So
something.
they need to. CKS has got to have to end the game in the next 6 minutes, or Kale's not going to be. They're not going to be, or they're just going
Or
to
they're
do
just
that.
gonna go in.
They're just going to pick Kale in the base. Varus is going to run at the Nami, autoing like a madman. Kane is going to be able to try to jump onto him. He smites him. He takes a tower shot. Rek'Sai onto the Lulu,
Oh,
onto the
exhaust.
Sivir. Sivir is going to go down. If that's what he takes out Kane. Now it is a 5v1 now. Mordekaiser's the only one left for his team. He's going to have to take someone to the death realm. He takes the wrong person. The tower goes down. The Fat and Sweaty goes golden. His life bar goes extinct. The ace coming out from CKS. And that is game 1.
Yeah, that it was pretty much the Diana show from the start of the game. 14-0 to finish, and CKS takes game 1 here just before 27 minutes. That was absolutely nuts.
All right. Well, we're going to kick it over to Quicksand because he's here now. I don't know how much
Yeah,
of
I'm here.
that
I'm here.
I
Look,
don't know how much of that you saw, Quicksand, but that was disgusting.
Disgusting.
okay. Let me warn everybody right now. Once we flip to my camera, you'll see that I'm in a less than optimal position to be casting. But I thought I'd come here anyway. So
Okay.
I will be coming in and out. Either way, I'll throw the questions out quickly. What happened there? Why was the game so dominant? They just lost control from the start. I mean, Coach
Diana
Kev
is what
seems to be a
happens.
pretty good coach if they can get this far ahead. What happened?
Diana happens.
I just caught that. That
Yeah,
was pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what exactly about Diana happened? Like, I
So,
did miss the start again. I did miss the start again.
okay. So, Diana got 3 kills in like 3 minutes, and it kind of was downhill from there. That's what happened.
I see. That's it.
Diana Diana had Diana had all the kills in the game except for first blood because Lulu picked up first blood.
Yeah,
Um,
Lulu got the first blood.
but she
From there,
basically
Diana got the really quick and fast solo kill in the mid lane, and then followed with a roam in the top lane, and then a kill in the river. And it's just from there, it just kind of went, woo!
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
classic Diana gameplay. Classic Diana
Yeah,
gameplay.
yeah,
absolutely. It was gross.
it was disgusting all around. Um, I mean that's kind of what happened. Uh, somebody's asking if you're driving and casting.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually on the wheel right now. I'm
You're on the wheel right now.
I'm on the wheel right now, while I'm casting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Uh, so I think the other thing that I think I'm most curious about,
Yeah.
and other people in the audience would be curious about, is do Shurimans have a way back in the game? That they still have a couple more games to go? Are they
Right.
still in it?
Yes.
Just
And
that first game was an absolute domination from Fat and Sweaty on the Diana. So I mean, that's pretty much all that was. So just take away the Diana and force Fat and Sweaty into another pick, and
nice.
maybe the game goes differently. Because like the rest of the team, was pretty much backing up Fat and Sweaty. So I mean,
So this is I mean, so we're giving a lot of credit to TKS's mid laner.
yeah,
But a lot of credit needs to go over to that jungler too
yes, he
because
played
I'm
very
going to
well.
say those first 3 or 4 kills only came off only made happen because of the jungler. Granted one of those kills that Diana was able to pick up was because Rek'Sai almost got popped by the Mordekaiser in a gank,
Yeah.
and Diana rotated up very swiftly and picked it up and cleaned it up. So good on her for doing that.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but it's not. You don't only just focus your attention on the mid lane. You still have to remember that not important, although his name suggests he's not important. Very important to their team. You see what I did there? I thought that was clever.
I'm gonna drink my G Fuel in protest. Not sponsored, by the way, as I have to say every time.
Oh
Not
my
sponsored.
gosh.
Not sponsored. That's right. Yeah.
Not yeah, we always
Okay.
gotta say no. What's up, man?
So while I go try to find some safe ground, a serious still bench, the last thing I like to cover before we go anywhere else is we are about to. We did see the Hecarim get banned out. We did see a lot of we saw Misfortune get banned out. Do we think that the Hecarim changes that are going to come in soon will have an impact on these bans? I mean, you had a brief look at them, Freak. If you don't know, they did do a minor announcement about the Worlds patch that is coming up. So there's a patch that's coming out, and they're going to try and get some safe things out of the way. Right now, Hecarim is not so safe. Freak, you went over the patch notes a little bit. If you can pull them up right now, or you know what's going on, maybe maybe bring them up and tell us, do we think the changes will have a major impact?
So I think they kind of will. I say kind of because like the nerfs aren't really huge. It's really only to the Q and W, so the E will still be stupid and the ultimate will still be stupid. It's really just the Q and W that are getting hit with these nerfs coming up in 12.18. The Worlds patch, September 29th, baby. I think he'll still be very viable in this next patch. I kind of hope he makes some presence, like quite a bit as we go into the future, coming up with next gameplay here. Next patch. Apparently, just the G Fuel's going up to right to my brain, making me not think straight. Not sponsored. I'm kind of wondering, like, what was going through Riot Games' mind when they decided to buff him in the first place? I know they said that he's been in a weird spot for the past few years and they wanted to actually make him viable, but then they made him too viable, which is like the Riot Games classic. They buff a champion, they make him too viable, then they have to take away like what they do to that champion. And like they're still maybe a little broken, but like not as broken as they were before. But in this case with Hecarim, really they're only nerfing the AD ratio on the Q from 95 to 90%, and the Q ramp up damage from 6 per 100 to 5% per 100. And the W healing is being nerfed a little bit also. So will he still be kind of stupid? I think so. It's just going to be kind of hard to tell until, we actually get into that patch, I believe, next week. And then we see what happens in solo queue and like even possibly in draft league and on from there.
It looks like I'm getting. Oh, I start seeing kangaroos, but I start losing internet connection. So for now, it looks like we're in a good spot to throw it to a break. And I'll go climb on the top of the car or the top of a mountain, and we'll be just about to jump into our second game in just a moment. So don't miss it, and we'll see you guys in just a second.